Hello. Hello everybody and welcome again. Welcome to the fourth PlanBee live learning session. I hope that you can see me okay and you can hear me. I can see several of you returning today in the chat. Welcome back. I am very excited about today's session because we're going to do some more art today. This is a live learning session and the theme today is Rainforest art. And we're using resources from a Year 3/4 lesson, but what we're doing today will be a brilliant challenge for slightly older learners and younger learners as well. So you're all welcome. Hello everybody. Today is a little different. I wonder if you can hear something in the background. Can you hear that? Let's listen in a bit more carefully. Can you hear that now? Today we're going to the rainforest. Can you hear the sounds of the rainforest? What can you hear? I can hear rain and thunder. Yes, I think you can hear the sound of a river. Chirping, I wonder what that is. What sort of animal might be making chirping noises like that? Well done, everybody. So, we're going to be getting started in a few minutes, but in the meantime, let me just show you the timetable for today. Here it is. So we're just going to allow a few minutes as usual for everybody to arrive and take care of some of our little bits of housekeeping business. So if you look at the description below, if you're new here for the first time, there is a link to register for today's session. And it would be brilliant if you could please register so that we know who's taking part, and it allows us to link up children taking part with you on your YouTube account, and then we can get in touch with you afterwards if we need to as well. Below that, the second link in the description is a download link to the worksheets for today's session. Now, you don't need those worksheets. If you're unable to download them or print them for any reason, you'll be fine today. All you need is pencil, paper. If you have a notebook that you're working in, that's brilliant, but plain paper is fine. And if you have some colouring pencils today, that would be really nice as well. But any pencil will be fine. Also down in the description are a couple more links which I'll tell you about in just a minute. So just looking at this timetable, we'll be starting in a few minutes' time. Then we will invite our young artists today to go and work independently for a few minutes on a really exciting art project today. And during that period, we'll have time for a Q&A with parents and to talk a little bit about upcoming sessions. And then what I'm hoping is that you will send in some photos of you doing your work today, perhaps photos of some work in progress which we can share live on the stream and we'll have a look at together. So while we're just doing a few more minutes of welcoming and registering, I want to show children here, our pupils, our young artists today, this challenge. Look at this. On the spider's web, there are lots of different letters. Using these letters, can you make some rainforest words? Remember, you must use the E in the centre of the spider's web there, and watch out for the spiders. So, thinking now, how many rainforest words can you make? Off you go. So parents, this warm-up activity here is part of our Rainforest brain teasers, which you can download for free at planbee.com. And there's some maths brain teasers and a few other different puzzles and activities on there. They're good fun. So I encourage you after this session to go and have a look at those on planbee.com. So I was going to tell you as people arrive, welcome if you're just coming in now, about a couple more of the links at the bottom of the description. The third link in the description is for enrolment for more of these upcoming live learning sessions. So if you're new here and you haven't yet, please do fill in the enrolment form via the link in the description below. We'll be sending out an email with a timetable of upcoming learning sessions so that you can plan your home learning timetable and get a bit of an idea about what's coming up. At the bottom of the description as well, there is an email address, and that email address is homelearning, all one word, homelearning@planbee.com. And if you've got photos of children's work or photos of them working as well during the session in your home learning environment, that would be brilliant. We'd really love to see that. Please share those via the email address homelearning@planbee.com. And also, you can share via Instagram or Twitter or Facebook. Please obviously be careful about your children's privacy, but you're very welcome to share them with us on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram at PlanBee Teaching. I'd like to welcome as well on the chat, moderating today again, my teacher colleagues Emma and Abby. Welcome and thank you again. They're going to be there on the chat to help answer your questions as they come in case I don't get to them all. So I think, looking at this now, most people seem to have arrived. Welcome those of you who have just arrived. And in about 2 minutes' time, we'll be getting started. I can see on the live chat, lots of you are making fantastic rainforest words using the letters on the spider's web here. We've got, let's have a look. Oh, a whole list from Pratam. Welcome back again, Pratam. Elephants, animals, trees, rain. Fantastic, what a great list. Spider, frog. Lovely. Lots of really, oh, puddles. That's really interesting. Yes, I like that. Lovely. Okay. Very well done, everybody. I think it's time for us to get started. And here we are. So, today's live learning session, we're doing some art, and this is what we're going to learn to be able to do today. We're going to be able to draw rainforest animals. And I'm sure we've got some fantastic artists joining us here today. I know some of you returning are fantastic artists because I've already seen your wonderful artwork. I'm going to read along as we go through these slides, and you're very welcome to read along as well. If you were going to draw a gorilla like this one, how would you do it? What would you start with? What would you leave until last? Have a think about that. And you can tell a partner if you're working with a partner today, or you can tell me on the live chat. I wonder which part of the gorilla you would start drawing. Let's see if we've got some ideas coming in now. Starting. Okay, so somebody says they might start with the legs. They're very big legs on a gorilla, aren't they? Yes. The face. There's so much detail in the face, isn't there? The head. Lovely suggestions. Okay, let's see what we suggest. Firstly, though, let's look at another animal. This animal has a very different shape, doesn't it? If you were going to draw a parrot like this one, how would you do it? Which part of the parrot would you start with? What would you leave until last? The head, the body and the back. Good ideas, everybody. Right. And what about this frog? Look at this. This is a rainforest tree frog. Aren't they amazing? Which part of the frog would you start with? Ooh, a rough outline. Okay, that's a good idea. Look at those amazing webbed feet on the rainforest tree frog. Fantastic. That would be fun to draw, wouldn't it? Now, what brilliant suggestions, everybody. Well done. When you're drawing anything, you need to think about the different shapes that are in the object you're drawing. You need to get an outline of the basic shape first, and then add the details. Artists often build up the overall shape of an animal by sketching the basic shapes of the animal and then putting them together. And I think this might be the technique that we'll try today. So what shapes can you see in this animal here? Can you tell me the names of some shapes? Think about it, tell your partner, or tell us now on the live chat. What shapes can you see? Good suggestions. Yes, circles and ovals. They're really important shapes, aren't they, when we're drawing animals and natural things. A rugby ball. Yeah, there's a sort of rugby ball shape for the head, isn't there? Lovely. There are these long, stretched out sausagey shapes as well, and triangles, aren't there? Lovely. Oh, very good. Right. It's also important to look at proportion. Now, proportion means making sure that all the parts of your drawing are in relation to the rest of the drawing, such as making sure the head isn't too big for the body, or that the feet are not too small for the legs. You can use your thumb as a ruler, and you might have seen artists doing this before. So if the head of the monkey is 1 thumb width, you can use this measurement to help you get everything else in proportion, so you can see how big everything needs to be. And I thought we could have a little look at that today, exactly what that means, because I think it's not necessarily very easy to understand. So I've got a rainforest friend with me today. Can you see him in the background? I've got a chameleon. And I thought I'd show you how you can measure the parts of an animal, like my chameleon here, using your thumb to keep your drawing in proportion. So if I hold my thumb out and I look at it, I can see, if I turn my thumb sideways, that the chameleon's head, I'll go full screen here for a moment, I can see that the chameleon's head is about the width of my thumb. And then if I move down, I can see, as I'm looking at this, the chameleon's body is about the width of my thumb as well. But when I go this way, if I'm trying to work out the height of the chameleon's head and body, well, I can see, the chameleon's head is only about as high, as I look at it, as the first part of my thumb, that bit there. But the body's much longer. It's about 1, 2, 3. About 3 of those little parts of my thumb there. So it's a really good way of working out the proportion of animals or anything you're drawing. And you might like to try this later on today. I'll suggest how in a bit. I'm going to disappear off the screen for a moment here. There we go. It's also important to draw what you see and not what you think you can see. For example, we think of heads as always being at the top of an animal, but in this picture, the head's actually lower than the shoulders, isn't it? The tiger's head is below its shoulders there. Depends on how you look at it. You can also use alignment to make sure everything is in the right place. For example, the bottom of the tiger's tail here is roughly the same level as its body. And also its paw is roughly in line with its nose. And you can see if I draw a straight line up here, the nose and the paw are virtually in front of each other here. Today, we will be drawing some rainforest animals. Which animals do you think would be easiest to draw and why? Which animals do you think would be trickiest to draw and why? Have a think. You can tell your partner and you can tell me now. What about an easy animal? An easy rainforest animal? I think there might be a clue here. An orangutan, that would be a fantastic animal to draw. I think that would be quite tricky, wouldn't it? A sloth. Oh, easiest would be snake. Okay, yeah, I think so, wouldn't it? Yes. Tigers could be tricky. A toucan. Oh, I wonder if we might draw a toucan today. Now, we're going to practice drawing a rainforest animal together right now. So, you will need a piece of paper and a pencil. Piece of paper and a pencil, and you'll also be able to need to see the screen again as well. So, here we go. We're going to draw a frog together. Are you ready, everyone? Let's go. First of all, now it says whiteboard, doesn't it? But you don't need to use a whiteboard. You can use a piece of paper, that's fine. First of all, draw 2 circles, just like this. And I wonder what part of the frog they're going to be. I'm going to draw it now as well so that I know I'm going at the same speed as you. Then join the circles with an oval behind it, but don't draw through those circles. You can probably see what's happening here. Oh, my oval's a bit flat, never mind. Next, draw another oval for the body. Oh, I've got a very fat frog here. Then draw 2 lines like this, either side for the body. This line and this line. Are you drawing at home? Then draw some webbed feet on each leg. Oh yes. Oh, I like drawing the feet. Then draw some webbed front legs. And look at that. The frog's holding its front legs in front of its body like this, isn't it? Now, draw small circles at the end of each point on the feet. That's a little bit like those round pads we saw on the rainforest tree frog, isn't it? Little circles. Draw a second oval over the tummy but behind the front legs. Can you see how the circle goes, the oval goes behind the front legs there, doesn't draw over it? And then give your frog some eyeballs and a smile to finish him off. Now, if your drawing isn't perfect, if you're not 100% happy with it, like mine, that doesn't matter. That's the wonderful thing about art, isn't it? Is that we can always sketch and sketch again and keep on trying. So let me show you the one that I just tried, and let me see if I can just sneak this into camera now. Let's see. Ah, yes, there we go. So there's one that I just drew on a bit of space I had in my sketchbook. Did yours look better than my one? I'm sure they look fantastic. And you could even colour in your frog, which I did. And let me see if I can show you now. There. And I used some felt tip pens, but you could use crayons, pencils, watercolours, anything you like to colour in your frog. How did you find that? Was it easy to follow the instructions? Does your frog look similar to the original? How even are your shapes? Have you got the parts of the frog in proportion, its head and its body? Fantastic. Well, I hope your first go at sketching a frog using ovals and circles went well. Of course, you can practice, and you can see that I've used my sketchbook to practice over and over again. And I like to fill the pages of my sketchbook with drawings. It's a nice way to do it. Let me see if I can find it. There we go. Oh, look, you can see I've started drawing my chameleon there. And, oh, I've started drawing a monkey hanging on a branch. Let's have a look at some information you could use to draw some different rainforest animals. Okay, parents, this is one of today's worksheets. They're all in a set, and you can download them, as I said, I think from the second link in the description below. If you can't print them, it doesn't matter. You can just sketch and draw on anything that you have to hand. Any bits of scrap paper, a sketchbook, a notebook, whatever you have is fine. In fact, it might even be better today to display these worksheets on the screen. Then you can look up at them and use them to help you. And somebody said toucan might be tricky to draw. Well, hopefully, this worksheet might help you draw a toucan if you wanted to. Can you see the shapes that have been used to draw this toucan? We've used circles and ovals and triangles. And there are several different rainforest animals with guides for how to draw them on this worksheet, so you can choose one that you want to practice drawing. We have how to draw a monkey, and this one's a little bit trickier, I think. There's lots more shapes here, including a curly tail. And that's the one that I was practicing. There is... Do you remember the gorilla we saw at the start? Look at this. This is how you might draw a gorilla. And there's some interesting shapes here, aren't there? There's the gorilla's face, which somebody suggested we should start drawing. Is made with circles and ovals. But actually the arms and legs of the gorilla are a little bit like very long ovals or sausagey shapes, and you can see just a little bit more details being added for the feet and the hands. But you could start just by drawing an oval, couldn't you? I'll show you now on here. Can you see? Hopefully, if I change the colour of this, you can see that you could just start, couldn't you, with an oval. And then you could add some more detail. There are lots of other animals on there. A jaguar. I'm sure somebody will draw a jaguar today. And there's our frog if you'd like to have another go at drawing that. In a moment I'll move out of the way, move my camera out of the way so that you can see all of the steps. Oh, and a sloth! Somebody said a sloth as well, didn't they? Download these if you can via the link in the description, and then you can choose an animal to print out or display on your screen, and you can draw your own rainforest animals. Make sure that you have more than one go if you want to, just like I did. Keep on practicing, and you'll find, hopefully, I'm sure you will because you'll be some fantastic artists, that each time you try again it gets better. I'll just show you one more thing very close up in my sketchbook. The monkey. Can you see that there's sort of very soft little sketch lines? If you want to make sure that you've got your line drawing right, rather than pressing down and doing a hard circle or oval straight away, well, if you're not happy with that shape, it's difficult, isn't it, to rub it out? But if you sketch gently with light pencil strokes, you can gradually improve the shape that you're drawing until you're happy with it. And then when you're happy with the shape, then you can draw back over it with a harder pencil stroke. So that's my top tip today, is you're drawing rainforest animals. I think it's time for everybody to go off and have a go on their own. Are you ready? Are you confident? Are you looking forward to having a go at drawing your own rainforest animals? Fantastic. Okay, children, good luck. I'm really looking forward to seeing some of your work shortly. I'll talk to parents in a minute about how to send that to me so that we can share it on the stream. If everyone's ready, off you go. And parents, I'll just leave one of these, perhaps the toucan, just on screen while we're talking now. There we go. So hopefully you can see all but the first part of the toucan there and how to draw it. Okay, so we'll give a good 10 minutes now for children to have a go at sketching their own rainforest animals. I hope that the little guide that I've done so far today was helpful for them and helpful for you parents as well, so that you can provide a little bit of help. And of course, you can carry on doing this after today's live session ends. If you would like to send in photos of the children working or photos of their work that you're happy for us to share, then please do. We'd love to see it, and we'll share some of those photos at the end. You can email them to homelearning@planbee.com right now, and before the end of the session, hopefully we'll have one or two that we can share and look at together. So now, if you have any questions about today's activity, parents, or home learning in general, activities, upcoming sessions, or resources that we can provide to help you here at PlanBee, then please do share your questions on the chat now, and I'll do my best to help. Oh, lovely. That's really nice to see that. Okay, Jessica's excited. That's brilliant. I've loved drawing these rainforest animals, so I'm sure there are lots of you enjoying it too, and I can't wait to see. What I will do, there don't seem to be too many questions, which is brilliant. Oh, here we go. Sorry. Jane, will you be doing any Year 4 maths, please? Well, we certainly are going to be doing some maths. And I think we have a maths session next week. I'm not totally sure about Year 4 maths, but I'll make a note of what you've said, and we'll see if we can find something, certainly. And if you're enrolled via the enrolment form in the description below. We'll make sure that you and everyone is the first to know as and when we do some maths. A lot of what we're doing at the moment is things that we feel will work well for a broader age range, so that everyone can get involved, particularly brothers and sisters can work together at home and still get something out of it. Oh, okay, somebody says they're stuck on doing the eyes. Yeah, eyes are tricky, aren't they? Eyes are quite tricky. What I would suggest is that you start with the head and you draw an oval shape for the head to begin with. Can you see on the toucan here that the head has been drawn to begin with, and then these big toucan eyes have been drawn with a slightly smaller oval inside the head and then a really small oval for the pupil? Some more questions. Will you do Year 5 ICT? Interesting. We at PlanBee have a few computing lessons, and it's something we're looking at developing in future, but at the moment we don't have a great deal. I think for these sessions it's likely that we'll be looking at science, history, geography, maths and English, the sorts of things that we know that everyone will be able to take part in together at home. And some of the ICT things might be a little bit difficult, but I'll certainly have a look, and if I can find some useful resources, I'll add them to the link in the description below that might help you for ICT. Year 5-6 maths. Oh, thank you. Yes, okay. Will we be doing Year 5-6 maths soon? Well, I know that we are doing a maths session next week, and I think it might be Year 5 or Year 6. Either way, it'll be something that your children will be able to take part in, and hopefully they'll really enjoy it. Oh, and thank you. Yes, the maths picture puzzles, part of our home learning packs, which you can download at planbee.com. And you'll find a whole range of other resources there as well, including complete packs of lessons, a bit like these, which you can use over several lessons if you choose to. And of course, we've sent out discounts to make those a bit more affordable for people at home. Why are the sessions unlisted on YouTube? Are you restricting numbers of students? No, not at all. We aren't restricting numbers. We welcome as many as want to take part. Partly why we're keeping them unlisted during the live stream is just to keep it off the main part of YouTube, and it's a safeguarding thing in part on our part. We want just the people who are aware of it and understand the way that we behave on these sessions to take part. So it's a safe, friendly, fun environment for everyone taking part. So they're unlisted when they're live streaming. As soon as we finish, we make them public. So you can share them, bookmark them, tell other parents about them, and they can watch them back on the public part of our YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/planbeeteaching. Are there any geography lesson plans? Yes, well, we have loads and loads of geography planning at planbee.com. And I believe we have some geography sessions coming up on these live sessions too. But I'd encourage you to use your Parent Silver membership, which we're providing via the enrolment form, to have a look and see if there are any geography lessons that you would like to buy. As I said, we've done these silver memberships for planbee.com for parents, which mean that you can get some really good planning for free, including geography, and you get a good discount on other stuff as well. Year 2 maths as well, maybe. Yeah, I hope to do something, and we hope to do some more art as well. All right. Can we colour it in? Of course you can colour it in. Yes, that's fantastic. I'd love to see some coloured in rainforest animal pictures. Okay. Oh, lovely to hear how many of you are enjoying doing this activity. We're going to bring the Q&A session to a close in a couple of minutes' time. Sean, do you do Year 2 maths? We do. Yes, we have maths for every year group, and in fact we have created originally with schools and teachers in mind, an entire year's worth of maths planning for every single primary year group, including year 2. So that's a lesson a day for every term, all year. And again, they're all at planbee.com. And they are one of the maths resources that you could use your silver membership to get. And with all of these things, I would say please do email us or get in touch with us on the live chat. We have a live chat on planbee.com as well, where you can ask us some questions, and we'll be happy to advise if there are specific lessons that you're looking for. Okay, I think we'll draw a close to the Q&A session now, and we'll get ready to look at some work. So I'm just going to turn up the rainforest sounds for a minute, just for a little bit more inspiration as we finish drawing. Not that you have to finish, you can carry on after today's session, and then I'm going to download some of the emails that are coming in. Oh, can you hear those rainforest sounds? So just getting ready to stop in a minute's time. I'm just downloading some of your fantastic pictures now, so please bear with me if I'm a little bit quiet while I'm doing this. Okay. Right. I've got some of your pictures downloaded already, and I can't wait to share them with you. Okay. Let's have pens and pencils down for a moment. You can carry on much later on with your drawings after today's session, and let's have a little look at some of the fantastic artwork that people are sending in. There's so much today, I don't know if we'll get through it all, but I will try my best. First of all, we have... let me see if I can find this. Here we go. This is Yousef. Hi Yousef, thank you so much for joining us today. And look at your fantastic frog drawing you're doing there near the start of today's session, I guess. That's fantastic. Thank you so much for sharing that with us. I look forward to seeing more. And next we have... Let's see. Okay. Next we have Jessica, and let me zoom out a bit. Here we go. Here is Jessica's. Oh, I need to move this. I'm on the screen. There we go. There's Jessica's frog sketch. Lovely. Oh, look at that. That's brilliant. Really good. Thank you. Let's have another look at Yousef's quickly. Where's Yousef's gone? There it is. There we go. And there's Yousef's as well. Lovely. Well done, both of you. Here's another one coming up. This is... Who's next? This is Rocco, who I know has joined us for other sessions as well. And look at that. Lovely, coloured in as well. Hi Rocco, I love your frog drawing, that's fantastic, thank you. And here we go, I'm going as quickly as I can to share some of these lovely drawings. Oh, look at this, this is Cole, here we go. Hi Cole, welcome. Thank you for joining us. And I love your frog in your sketchbook there. That's fantastic. That's really nice. Thank you. Trying to race through now. There are so many. Here we go. Arthur. Ah, Arthur. Welcome back, Arthur. Here we are. There's Arthur's frog. Lovely. Oh, and I see you've used pencil to shade that. That's really nice. Thank you. And so many frogs here. I love these. Oh, and Orla May. Welcome back. Orla May. There's Orla May's lovely frog. Really nice. Oh, I like your choice of colours as well. That's great. And we have next, if I can turn this round, Asia. There we are. Asia, lovely. Oh, I like the toes and fingers on your frog drawing there. That's lovely. Well done. Thank you for sending that in. I'll go as fast as I can so that we can see them all. Now we have... Oh, brilliant. Hello, welcome back, Sally and Iman. I'm just about to show your pictures. Here we go. Try and move that up. Iman, that's lovely. Really nice. And let's have a look at Sally's. If it opens. Yes, there we go. Oh my goodness, Sally, that's fantastic. And you're in reception class, that's wonderful. I love your frog. Very well done, both of you. We'll keep on going as quick as we can. Oh my goodness, I'm not sure we're going to have time for all of these today. Okay, let's have a look. Oh, okay. This is from Clara, who I think is joining us for a second time. If I'm right, welcome back, Clara. Thank you for joining us. And look at this. I think this might be a leopard. I think it was a leopard, wasn't it, on the worksheet? That's fantastic. I really love that. Or a jaguar, is it? Oh, really nice and lovely frog as well. Here we go. Ah! Aoife. Welcome, Aoife. Thank you for sharing your drawing. And, oh, I think you might have used gold pen for this. Lovely frog drawing. Well done. Thank you. Glad to hear you're enjoying it. Let's go as quick as we can. Who have we got next? Max. Max, and I think Max. Oh, Max, welcome back. I think you've joined us before, haven't you? Let's have a quick look at Max's beautiful picture. And some fantastic words as well. That's brilliant. Max has written down all the work he's been doing today. And look at that lovely picture. Oh, look at this. Max has put his rainforest animals in a rainforest background. Very nice, thank you. Rainforest, rainforest. Who else do we have? Amelie. Here we go. Amelie's frog and toucan. Welcome, Amelie. They're really lovely. Oh, okay. And you live very close to PlanBee. Welcome. And who else do we have? Well, I'm not sure who that is. I'm not sure who's drawn these fantastic rainforest animals, but we've got to have a look, haven't we? Look at this. Lovely sketching there. Really nice. A couple more. I hope you don't mind me going a minute or two over today, but there are so many fantastic drawings. I'd love to share them all. So if you are able to stick around, thank you. Oh, look at this. Okay, so this is Anna and Druv. Anna and Druv. I hope I'm saying those names right. Anna and Druv. Oh, I love it. Look at these frogs. And this frog seems to have some eyelashes. Beautiful. I love it. Very well done and welcome. And let's see who else we've got. I think we've seen Yousef's. That was lovely. And oh my goodness, this is a wonderful, wonderful bit of artwork here from Alice. Welcome, Alice. And look at that, a frog and a toucan, and you've labelled them as well, toucan and frog there. What lovely colours as well, beautiful colours on the toucan. Oh my goodness, I don't know how we're going to have time to show these all. Let's see. Jessica. Thank you so much, Jessica, for sending in your rainforest animals. And a toucan and a frog as well. And beautiful colours there. Oh, and some flies around the frog. I wonder if the frog is about to catch those flies. Lovely. Nearly there. One or two more to look at. Okay, Lily and Henry. I'm not sure whose this is, whether it's Lily or Henry. But you've joined us before, haven't you? Welcome back, Lily and Henry. Oh, and I love your rainforest leopard or Jaguar. What did we say it was on the worksheet? I can't remember. It was a... Oh, it looks like a leopard to me. A Jaguar. A Jaguar. Lovely. Nice drawing. A monkey! We've got a monkey coming up from Cole. Welcome back, Cole. And here is Cole's monkey. Look at that cheeky monkey on the branch. I love it. Fantastic. Thank you, Cole. And... okay... I think what we're going to have to do, we have so many pictures coming in. Thank you so much, Mohammed, and Ruben, and Malia, and Karen, and Rianne, Isabel, Crystal, Faraj, Blaine, and Karen. Thank you so much for sending your pictures in as well. I'm sorry that we are running out of time now, but I will find a way to share these pictures so that we can look at them together. Perhaps we'll put them on planbee.com, or we might share them on our Instagram and Twitter account as well. So please do follow us on Twitter and Instagram at PlanBee Teaching. We'll find a way to safely share these, perhaps anonymising the names or something, if there's anything like that. But we'll make sure that we share the pictures in a way that everybody can see them. So I think it's time for us to finish today. We've gone slightly over, haven't we? But I've loved seeing your pictures so much. Thank you so much for joining us. It's been an absolute honour to be able to teach these live learning sessions this week. There are more next week coming up. But for now, I'd just like to remind you that there are some more activity cards attached to these worksheets, and they're photos and pictures of rainforest animals, actual photos that you might like to try sketching too. And I'm sure you've got some brilliant ideas of your own about what you could do with your animals. Perhaps you could cut them out and you could put them in some plants at home as well. I might be doing that with some of my animals. It's time to finish. Thank you so much for joining us today. Please do get in touch, homelearning@planbee.com, if you've got some more pictures to send in or you've got some questions. Please enrol and tell your parent friends about this if you think it will help them. And I will see you next week. Have a good weekend, everybody. Bye.